Hive. This is Nika.
And Shauna, and this is It Takes a Beehive.
This show is where two best friends share their love for Beyoncé.
And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about all the times that we got to experience Beyoncé live together. We're going to be getting into what it was like being there, some crazy things that happened to us on our way there and at the concerts, and all the things in between. So if you want to know what it's like to see Beyoncé in real life over the course of all these years, stay tuned.
All right. We are going to jump into it because we've had some wild experiences being able to see Beyoncé. And I think our first experience will always be the most memorable experience.
It was wild.
It was wild. And I don't know if I want to hear from people if they were a part of this experience as well. So our very first experience together was when Beyoncé showed up to Good Morning America. And I remember, I don't remember when we found out that she was going to be on Good Morning America. I feel like it was maybe like the day before.
I would say it wasn't long before. Whatever
Right,
it was very impromptu. Like,
yes.
Beyonce's going to be Good Morning America. We going.
Right.
We going.
So I think we were trying to figure out who wants to go. And we were like, all right, we'll get there so Good Morning America, it's obviously 7, 8 in the morning. So we're going to get there 3 or 4 in the morning or something like that to start lining up. But then I don't even remember where we saw it, online.
Somebody said something about people were already lining up.
It was 3 o'clock.
It was
in the day before.
Right. In the middle of the day.
3 p.m. The day before.
Right.
And we
we going now. We going now. Because so anybody who doesn't know, Good Morning America used to do these live performances in the summertime. And it's first come, first serve. There's no tickets. You don't got to pay for nothing. You just go out there, get online. And if you make the cut, you make the cut.
That's it.
You make the cut, you make the cut. That's it. So we was like, all right, cool. It started at 7. We got to get out there early. So in our original mind, we was getting out there at
just early in the morning.
3 a.m., 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's not
some
what happened.
Wind that people was already online, and we was like, oh no, we gotta go now. We gotta go now.
Yes. So I remember us packing up. We had to grab Shauna. We took Shauna's sister with us.
We took so many people end up going with us or meeting us there,
which is wild.
It was very wild. Let's just say how wild it is. Okay, so
I was with all these people. I'm not really sure.
We was very popular in the most unorthodox word, unorthodox way of using the word popular in high school. But we don't know why. We still don't know why. We still don't know why. While we was popular, it was a lot of controversy around us in high school. And so it was a lot of people who wanted to go with us that we was very confused. Do you like us or not? Do you not like us?
Do you like us enough to come
go with us?
Yeah.
But we didn't care because we don't really, as many problems as people had with us, we never had those problems with them. They had those problems in their own head.
But you want to know what's crazy, though? We weren't in high school when this happened.
We wasn't. This was a year after. And that's what made it even more crazy because, this was the year after. So, our technically freshman summer of college. So, first year summer. So, we did our first year of college, and this was the summer. And so, we had already graduated from high school. And then, so that's why it was so weird that, some of these people that, wanted to, go with us was listen, we don't care. If y'all want to come, we're not going there for y'all anyways. We're going there for Beyonce. So it was just mad people. It was I want to say between 12 and 15 people.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But what was nice is that there were a lot of people that were there that we absolutely loved.
Right.
We had Pooh, we had Grace.
Right.
These are some of our friends. Kia was there.
Nicole was there.
Nicole and her cousin.
It was her nieces.
Two
of her nieces, actually.
Right. And then somehow randomly, someone we used to go to
middle school.
Well, middle school and high school. Nigel was in.
Nigel Cliff. Wasn't Cliff there?
Cliff was there too.
He was
but
middle school.
Nigel was also there.
Nigel was there.
But I have no idea. Nigel, if you could tell me, how did you show up?
How did you know we was there?
How did you know he was going to be there? I don't remember.
Facebook. It
Maybe
had to be Facebook. Facebook was a thing at this time.
it was.
And you would
So
write statuses and things like that. And people would write
yes.
comments.
And
I'm gonna meet you, blah, blah,
Nigel
blah.
and Cliff. Nigel and Cliff were my dearest guy friends. So like maybe I told them.
Yeah, I probably would text or something.
Yeah, but it was just as of right now, I really do not remember.
It was just know that it was like at least 12 to 15 of us. We grabbed some blankets. We in our head we was like, okay, we're gonna be camping out. We never camped out before.
We never did that before.
But that was never a thing. So we grabbed
We will
blankets.
show y'all some pictures of what this looked like because
we grabbed some blankets because in our head it was picnic style. We didn't have like chairs and things like that. We just had blankets and we had a speaker. We had blankets and a speaker.
we were 19.
Yeah. And we had my little sister. We had little kids with us. Like, my sister's 7 years younger than we 19. How was that? 12? That's my math.
She was like 12.
She was baby.
She was 12. So, you know, we basically camped out in Central Park. I think we got there like around 4 or 5
or something like that.
And there was a line in Central Park. And we're like, what the hell?
But it wasn't a crazy, when I say not crazy, I mean, it wasn't like a crowded line. It wasn't like everybody was standing up very, very packed together. Like, it wasn't like that. It was just like everybody is kind of waiting.
Yes.
So it was a line, but it wasn't a line.
You're right.
We was all on a line in the sense that we was behind one another, but we wasn't like we was waiting on a roller coaster, you know? Like it wasn't like that.
It wasn't anything like
we was
crazy.
Very spread out from the people that was in front of us, but you knew who was in front of you and who was in back of you.
Exactly. It only got crazy
the middle
of the night.
In the middle of the night. It got crazy in the middle of the night.
But why though? Because
I don't know what happened.
I think the security started letting us into, because before
it was actually it became a line. In the beginning, it wasn't a line, and then over
but
time,
everybody was kind of like lined up,
right?
But we were all outside of Central Park, so we were literally on the street,
right?
Like on the street, the side of the what is it? The sidewalk.
On the sidewalk, basically. Yeah.
And I think sometime in the middle of the night, they let us into
where the alarm
where the alarm
would be forming.
So we were all kind of like dozing off already a little bit. Nobody was laying down sleeping, but like we was all like laying on each other and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, people started
running. So that line that we thought we knew who was in front of us and knew who was in back of us, that didn't exist
no more.
Around like
no more
2 or 3 in the morning. So
like,
it was
why
hours.
would you do that?
It was hours that we was out there relaxing, like 12 hours or so.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
And then people just started running.
So we started running.
Meanwhile, we got this blanket and these speakers and these babies.
Yes. All of our food, because somebody went to the store to get off. So like here we are trying to grab all that stuff, running through.
Trying to grab that stuff, running.
So we get in there. I mean, everybody want to get on.
Now we on a real line. So the real line started around like 2:33.
Yes.
So now we're no longer lounging and relaxing. Now we're jam-packed.
We're standing. Yes. But what was amazing about this was everybody's energy.
People were so good.
We all beehive. I just remember, like, I think it was this guy. He, like, had his speaker and he just started playing
we had
one of her albums. Did we? I don't remember. But I remember he started playing.
We was all listening to 4 because that's what the album was.
And we was all in there just jamming. It was an out-of-body experience for sure. Okay, because the line didn't really start moving.
It wasn't
for
moving.
people to sit down until like 5:30, 6 o'clock or something.
It wasn't even that early. I feel like it was later. Maybe it wasn't.
Well,
no, you might be right. You might be right. I just know we were
starts at like 8.
Up for a long time.
And
we wasn't moving. So when the line finally became a real line and we was all jam-packed right next to whoever you was, in front of or behind, we stood in that spot for hours.
Yeah.
From like 2:33 till the time they actually started letting people in.
And I feel like that was around like 5.
It was light outside. It was dark when we started standing up, and it was light outside.
It was like the sun
had came up by the time they had let us in. So whatever time the sun comes up in the summertime, in July?
July? It was like July something.
So whenever sun comes up in July in New York, that's the time. That's the time we stood there from.
Yeah.
Google it.
It was
6:30,
It
7.
was nuts because we were all so tired. And I remember was a place in the back that we could sit down, and then like you can stand up so you can be closer to the stage where she would be performing.
Yeah.
And I remember we was like,
Oh my God, though, like when they started letting people in, again, the running started. Because this is first come, first serve, right? As soon as they started letting people in, they started running. Because you get to choose where you're
Where
going to
you wanna go.
experience this Good Morning America performance. So let's think about, Hive, if you just went to concerts, Renaissance and Cowboy Carter, think about if there was the honey pit and then
the floor seats.
the floor seats and then level 1. That's about how much Good Morning America had. It had the pit, floor seats, level 1.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody's running. And also, this is a very important part that I must say. I just want to let people know that we got out there at 3 p.m.-ish, something like that, and we were this close to not making the cut.
Right.
We almost did not make the cut. So the people that was behind us, who was also out there from 4 o'clock, didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
So that's, anyways. But yeah, so we were so tired, we had to decide, do we want to go in the honey pit? Not the honey pit, but that. Do we want to be on the floor? On the floor? Do we want to be in the stands? We looked at that floor. And so I think 2 or 3 people that was with us, because I don't know if Kyla was actually with us. I don't know if she was actually with us or if we just kind of saw her there. I feel like she might have been with us for a second.
Because I feel like I have a picture with her sitting on
the
floor with us
when we was doing picnic style.
Hey, Kyla girl. I map picture still, but yeah, I feel like I have a picture of her being on the floor with us.
She probably was with us, and I think so. I don't know who else was with Kyla, but Kyla decided that she wanted to be what you would consider like floor seats,
right? Closer up,
right?
There's no way I was going to be standing any longer.
We had to sit.
I can see you from right here, girl. As long as you was in my presence.
So we decided that we was gonna go to like what would be like the 100 level for the performance, and we kind of
wasn't. Let's be honest though, it wasn't really the 100 level.
It's kind of like it was kind of like
the floor seats with a little elevation,
right? With elevation, exactly, because it's a park, right? Like it's not a stadium. I'm just trying to give y'all some reference.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's definitely a park. We could see the stage very clearly. I think they did have a screen, but like we didn't need the screen
because we can see her very clearly.
You can see her like I said, it's a park. Everybody could see. Everybody that was in the space could see.
Mm-hmm.
But we did at least chose the stands that was like towards the middle because it was like 4 of them, so it was no stand directly in the middle. It was like 2 on the side that was kind of towards the middle, and then 2 on the very end, like 1, 2, 3, or like in an angle, I guess.
Yeah.
And we had chose the one that was like right here.
That was an experience. Now, Shauna, would you do that again?
Definitely.
The 3 o'clock.
But I would have to be 19 still.
Oh, you know what?
I would go back in time and do it again.
Part. That was a valid point.
I don't know if I could do it again today.
33-year-old bones.
Basically,
I don't think
let me
I can
change
make
it. I don't regret doing it. I don't regret doing it.
I don't regret doing it either. I think it was, for me, my first experience doing anything crazy like that to begin with. I was never the kid that stayed out late. I was never the kid that like did anything really overnight unless I was at your house or something, or Josette's house. Like I was never the kid to just be all out there. So like this was my first, and 19, I'm still considering myself a kid at 19. So like
right.
At 19, this is my first experience of like
living life,
doing something extravagant in my life. So I'm like, oh yes,
it was definitely like living life moment.
I did not regret it at all. I did not regret it. I would definitely do it
tired
again.
though.
I don't even remember what we did after. I feel like we went back to your house.
We probably
and
went back to
crashed.
my house and listened to more Beyonce. We was high a little bit off of like tiredness and watching Beyonce.
Yeah, like the exhaustion was
very
real.
exhausting. And Beyonce performed like it was like a show and an interview. So she performed like 5 songs. I believe.
Yeah, like 4 or
5 or
5.
6, something like that.
I want to say it's like 4 or 5 songs, maybe. Watches be tripping, and somebody say she only performed 2 songs.
No,
That could be
no,
possible.
no. It was definitely like 4 or 5.
Y'all, our memory is not that great either, okay? But the most
it was a long time
important
ago.
part of
It was a
the
long
most
time.
important part of the experience, we
She
can tell
definitely
you.
performed. Okay, so let me just say my favorite part of
I just remember Beyonce in this bright yellow dress.
yellow,
And
big
just her
blonde
being able to,
afro.
just her shaking. Oh my God.
And she was
Beehive.
pregnant. She had to be pregnant.
Do you think?
I think so. We just didn't know. She had to be
That
pregnant.
was 2011. I don't really remember. Don't
Or
let
she
me
might
do
have
the
got pregnant right
timeline.
after, a day later, one day after.
Don't let me do the math in my head. I don't want to look embarrassing.
But
yes.
Do you have a favorite part? Because I have a favorite part. You want me to tell my favorite part of the whole?
Go for it.
Okay. My favorite part, and I became even more Beehive. You know, every time I see Beyonce, I become more Beehive. The moment I was like, oh yes, more Beehive for sure. Just go ahead and add the accolades was when she performed 1+1. What? That was the first time we heard that live. What? What is happening, Beyonce?
No, yes. Oh my gosh.
1+1, baby. Oh my God. Blew it out the water.
Ugh. I don't remember.
I think that was the first time she probably did that. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. That was the first time she did that.
I'm trying to
Somebody
remember.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm ready to be corrected, but I'm gonna say that. I'm saying it. That was the first time she did that.
I'm trying to remember if I had a favorite part, and honestly, 14 years is a long time ago.
See, 14 years she had to be pregnant. How old is Blue?
13.
And how long you gotta be
I
pregnant
guess
for?
the math might be math.
How long do you gotta be pregnant for?
The math might be mathing a little bit. Okay. Yeah. I think for me, I just remember like my feet being numb, just like everything hurting. So I think I was like, so like, even though I was listening to the music and her singing, I was so excited when I saw her. I think I was more excited to see her than to actually sing along. I was just like, it's Beyonce.
Amazing.
It's Beyonce.
Like,
but I truly remember me sitting there. I feel like Nigel was laying on me here and I was laid on Cliff.
Sleep, exhausted.
And that was it. Like, and even Kia was somewhere in this lay too.
I do remember when the concert was over, we did not immediately get up to exit.
Nah. I'm gonna sit here
for quite a while.
I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this scene
for
real
quite
quick.
a while.
Yeah. Exhausting.
We seemed more exhausted than the people around us for some reason. I don't know.
Which is wild. And most of them, if not all of them, were older than us.
Yeah. It was our first rodeo. What can you say? Do you have any last remarks about Good Morning America that the people need to know?
I feel like this was probably my biggest Hive experience.
Really? What do you mean by biggest?
Like just doing something wild at the spur of the moment. I feel like every other tour and concert we've been on, it was all planned. And we had all of these things that were like executed. And we never went to a concert that was in New York, New Jersey, which is crazy, right? Like we always just went somewhere else. So like everything was planned to the T. This is the only thing that was just like big. And it really certified, oh, that baby is Hive. Okay. Because look how crazy she is to go out there and do this. So like, I just think for me, this certified like, oh yeah.
You would do anything to go see Beyonce.
Yeah. If I'm doing this to go see you, Beyonce in my sleep, Beyonce, I got bad knees. I had bad knees since I was a kid. Yeah. Oh, Beehive.
All right. So what's our second live
experience? Next live experience, we went to see On the Run 1 together. And I just remember us saying that we wanted to go see a concert. It was just you and I. And I don't really like when we went to see Good Morning America, Grace was there, but Grace was
there.
Your friend from college, and I didn't really know Grace that well. So like I think when we went to see On the Run, we didn't really think about other people to invite. Like our other best friend, Kia, she's not a Beyonce fan like that. Like she'll listen to her songs here and there, but not like a
She's not
Beehive.
Beehive.
Yeah. So it was just you and I.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just like, oh yeah, we got to go to the
We're going to this
concert.
concert.
We going like it's being shade together. Like we have to be able to experience this.
And this was like
then
our first
real concert together.
together.
Mm-hmm.
This was our first
Yeah.
concert together.
Don't ask us what happened to the concerts before then. We have no recollection of what happened. Okay? None. But then I remember like both your sisters coming with us.
Right. That's a story time in itself. But
Mhm.
long story short, graduation present from my father. Me and all my siblings, me and my sisters were graduating at the same time. He was like, well, if you get in this for your graduation present, they got to get a graduation present too. You got to take them. What?
Daddy.
So here we are again with my little sisters.
Not one, but two.
Two little sisters going to see On the Run. Well, On the Run 1. Now,
Mhm.
why did we go to... Okay, where did we go to?
We went to
Was it Maryland?
Maryland.
Was it Maryland? We
Went
went
to
to Maryland. Why?
We
Why the heck
do
did we
not
go?
know.
Why did we not go to a show in New York? Did they not have a show in New York?
I want to say they had one, but I think we just wanted to experience.
It must have been a
more.
reason why we didn't go to the one in New York. Or it was some reason why, unless there just wasn't one in New York and we chose the show that was closest to New York. So regardless if there was New York dates, we didn't go to the New York date one.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
whatever
I
reason.
can't remember why at this point, why we didn't go to New York. But we went to the one in Maryland. Did we rent a car or did we borrow my father's car at this point? We probably rented a
We
car.
bought. No, we drove your car.
I had a car?
Yes.
Look at me. What car I had? Seriously? It's no way. It's no way.
We drove. I feel like we drove your car.
We drove the Lexus?
Yes, we did.
No way.
Yeah.
My car was terrible. It was beeping and leaking. We drove that car for real.
I think we did. Because we didn't rent a car.
Okay.
I remember us going to like your mom's house to like, I don't know if it was just picking Pooh up or not, but like we didn't get a rental car. We drove your car.
I guess that makes sense because how old were we? Oh no, because you could rent a car at 21, but I don't think we had a credit
Mhm.
card. Maybe. Either way, we drove. We drove
We
for a
drove.
fact. Maryland is not that far from New York City.
Right. So it wasn't too bad of a drive.
What was it, like 3 hours, 4 hours, something like
3
that.
or 4 hours, yeah.
So
Probably
I
4
drove.
hours,
I don't know if did you have your license yet?
Did I have my license? What year was that? 2013?
No, because I had graduated. So it was
You graduated.
2014.
Yes. No.
No.
No, I didn't.
So I drove.
I didn't get my license until way after. Well, not way after.
You moved to
I didn't-
Virginia at that point.
Right. I moved to Virginia in 2013, yes. But I didn't get my license until maybe like a year or two after Harry and I started dating. So
Okay.
that's a hard no.
That was a hard no. Okay, so I drove the 3 or 4 hours, whatever it was. We did get a hotel.
Yes.
For
we
one
got a
night.
hotel.
So
Yes.
I remember that we drove up the same day of the concert.
Yes.
We
And
drove
we
the
just
same
spent that
day of the
night.
concert. We got to the concert. We got to the hotel when you check in around like 3. We
Mhm.
changed and slept a little bit, ate all of that within the hotel vicinity, and then we went to the concert.
We walked.
We
Yep,
walked
and
to
then
the
we
concert.
walked
We
to
didn't
the
have to
concert.
pay for parking or anything because we was that close to the stadium.
Yes.
Like
And I
across the street.
remember before we even got to
Oh
the
yeah,
hotel, we was in the car and we're in the car with the young ones, right? So how old is Nani?
Nani is 4 years younger than me. So
Okay,
we like
so-
21, 22, so she's 18.
17?
I think I was already 22 at this point. I think we were
Yeah,
already
so
22.
she's probably like 18 and then
Diamond
who
is
was
7
like-
years younger.
like 15, right? So not sure. Then it's usually a good Diamond or Pooh. You're gonna hear me say the same thing. Diamond is Pooh, Pooh is Diamond. But Pooh is normally a good music person. Like
She
be
knows
knowing
more old school music
of
than
old school
anybody.
music hard. So the fact that Pooh didn't know the song kind of blew my mind. And what song was it? It was
Lauryn Hill. Is it called X Factor? It's not X Factor. It is
No,
no, it's not X Factor.
it's not X Factor.
Put the
Oh
damn
my
swimming pool.
gosh. It's gonna drive me crazy. What's the name of this song, Shauna?
It is X Factor. Is it not
Was
X?
it?
I'm about to
Are
have
you
to
playing
pay
it for
X
yourself?
Factor. It's X Factor.
I was thinking of a different song. But anyways,
No,
so
it's X
yes.
Factor.
Okay, fine. X Factor, right? As you gotta know X Factor by Lauryn Hill.
We gonna
So-
play it, or we gonna whatever.
So we in the car, we was kind of listening to like all types of music, not just Beyonce in this car ride. So we listening to like all these different songs. And Pooh said she ain't know this song. So we like, oh, we gotta start this back over again.
So we was
And
singing
play it
it
for her.
mad hard. We was singing it
Mad
mad hard.
Mad hard, okay? And so
She was
whatever.
like,
So
what? You don't know this song? Run it back. Sing it mad hard again.
So that like just listening to music. So, like she said, we got to the hotel, and our hotel was walking distance from the stadium. So we were walking, and everybody was walking with us or whatever. So a whole bunch of people walking towards the stadium, whatever. We can talk more about what happened in the concert, but this specific story was the fact that during On the Run's concert, B performs
X Factor. Like,
so we're like,
no way, Beyonce, we was channeling you before we got to this concert. We was just telling Pooh how important this song is.
So what's also crazy, and is what's different about then versus now, right? Like now, like we just went to Cowboy Carter or whatever, but like I knew a lot of what she performed at, like different songs or how she performed it because of social media. Right. So like you've seen everything on Instagram and on TikTok, like all these things, different things. So like at that time, I don't remember like
you knew nothing about the concert.
Right. Like there was no real, and maybe there was, and we just didn't know. Right. Like I know for sure I didn't know.
I didn't know.
So for the fact that here we are, like breaking it down to Pooh and telling her like all about X Factor and running it back multiple times. And here we are now at the concert, we sing it, and then boom,
Beyonce's
like Beyonce.
We like, Pooh, this is we been just telling you this song is so
Pooh's
important.
response is like, I know this song.
You don't know this song. We just taught it to you just now, an hour ago.
That was funny. But yeah, like, I mean, that concert, seeing Beyonce and Jay-Z together, their dynamic, their stage presence, like I like all the mushy stuff. So like the hits on the butt, or like just her rubbing all of that, like all of that was for me. So like just seeing
you actually like Jay-Z too, though.
Yes.
I don't hate Jay-Z. Jay-Z. But I very much
is my favorite rapper.
I was waiting for Jay-Z to get off the stage.
Wait, Jay-Z is my favorite rapper. So like I can really listen to Jay-Z all day long.
I like Jay-Z. Right? I can listen to him.
Love him.
But would you go to a Jay-Z concert?
I would.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would go to just a Jay-Z concert. I like Jay-Z. I could listen to Jay-Z. I don't have to listen to Beyonce with Jay-Z. I could listen to Jay-Z by himself. And I could listen to like albums of Jay-Z. But in terms of performing, I really was waiting for him a lot of the times to go up the stage. That's just my experience.
No, but I mean,
he was cool. He was great.
He is. He is.
You know, I was there for Beyonce.
I mean, yeah, we're there. Well, technically, we're there for the both of them.
I was there
this
for Beyonce.
Specific. Okay, whatever.
I was there for Beyonce.
You see how she be stressing me out, and I know probably a lot of y'all was like, yeah, I'm probably there to see Beyonce too. All right, whatever. But like, I really enjoyed both of them. That's why, like,
Diamond liked
not getting into
Pooh liked Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nani was more on your side, but I was definitely there for Beyonce.
I really like both of them together. That's why for me, I was so mad.
It was fun. When they performed their songs together, love it. Love it. Forever Young, love it. Love it.
But even when he performed solo, loved it. You was probably waiting for Beyonce to come back.
And very much enjoyed when Beyonce was performing solo.
You get on my nerve.
Like, what? Beyonce's by herself right now? Let's do it.
You get on my nerve.
Tell me Resentment on that tour is not the best thing ever.
Listen, I've always loved Resentment. I remember, don't ask me with who. I was going through a breakup, and Resentment was the song that was there for me. So, like, Resentment always does something for me. It always hits me to the core.
Resentment is so good. Just as a song, it's so
But
good.
when Beyonce sings Resentment live,
Specifically, I don't even know if she sings it live anywhere other than on the run. Like, I think that's the only time she might have sung it at I Am, the intimate night thing. The I Am, when she was wearing a
we're
gray.
gonna have to look back at that.
When she was wearing a gray, she might have sung it there. So, like, it's probably 3 instances of Beyonce singing Resentment live. But
Now,
whenever
correct
she
us if
sings
we're
that
wrong.
song live,
Yeah, it does something to me
it's amazing.
all the time.
It's amazing.
But oh my God, On the Run was definitely like a great experience. And I think like even just the traveling part, right? Now we went from sleeping over in the park to now driving out of state to go see her, right? So every time it's like a different experience. And I just love it because we also get to have that experience together.
This time, because we had 2 other people with us who wasn't necessarily Hive, we wasn't acting so crazy. Like, we wasn't listening to Beyonce the whole drive there and things like that, which we'll get into for some other concerts. But yeah, we keep our experience. Now we're driving, we're in hotels. And that was also felt like, I feel like whenever we have a Beyonce experience, we are like living life. That's when I always feel like I'm living life.
Yes.
Like, I really feel like I'm like living life. And this was like, we were 21 or 22. So it was like another very young, getting to like see what life has to offer. It was fun. It's fun.
Yeah. I would absolutely agree. Like, yeah.
What's next?
Well, what was after On the Run?
What was after On the Run? I'm curious.
Girl, you know we got to get into Formation.
Was it Formation? We're ready for Formation. Formation is 2016. So On the Run was 2014. Formation is 2016. So we had to wait 2 years before we got to see Beyonce again. Who do we go with?
We went. It was, and why wasn't Grace with us?
I don't know.
We gonna blame you for that.
We're gonna blame me. It's my fault. Sorry, Grace.
Because
Grace could have been there.
She could have been there, and that would have been the start of the B Squad.
B Squad. We B Squad, right? Not B Squad.
We B Squad. We B Squad. So we have a B Squad group who is now our official touring group, and Formation really could have started B Squad. So we blaming you for the reason why Grace was not there.
It's my fault. Because Grace was at Good Morning America.
Yes.
Grace and Pooh. And then this next one was Pooh and Nani. And now this one
is Taiki.
And
so your brother Taiki and Renee. And Renee is your friend from college. And Grace was your friend from college. So like our group really started because of Shauna. If you're seeing all the people.
All the relations.
Yeah, so
Taiki,
that's the right word.
my brother, and Renee, my friend from college, and me and Nika went to Formation.
Yes. Till this day, I never really remember how we bought tickets, if we stayed up late at night, waved to buy tickets. Like, I don't really remember those details. I just remember Beyonce, we was going to drive down to Philadelphia.
I feel like I remember it being paper tickets.
That could very well be true.
But like, I feel like for On the Run and for this one, it was both paper tickets. But like that's not like, because at one point they were print out on a piece of printer paper tickets. And then
I remember printing the tickets.
So they were. And I feel like the other one was like mailed to us, Ticketmaster tickets that they rip. And I think this one was like printed on printer paper.
I do remember going to Staples or like Office Depot or something like that and printing our tickets. So I think these were definitely like printed.
We definitely got them from Ticketmaster, I believe. Yeah, I believe so. It was Ticketmaster, and then we probably bought them with one card so that we could all sit together.
Yeah, but like that, and Whose car did we use then? I had no idea.
That was the time that we took my father's car.
Okay.
We had
Okay.
borrowed my father's car.
And
At this
that
point.
makes sense.
Where did we go though?
Philadelphia.
Really? Because we went to
Yes.
Maryland for the On the Run and
PA.
for.
We went to
Cool.
Philadelphia.
How far is
Why
PA?
did we go there? Why did we go there? Not really sure. Not really sure.
I
PA is
feel
probably
like
3
it
hours.
must be something about the ticket price. It must
could be.
be like we were. Okay, so we also sat. We didn't tell them where we sat. We didn't tell them where we sat. We sat in level 100 for both of these concerts.
Mm-hmm.
And so it probably had to do with it being cheaper to sit in level 100
In a different area
in a
other
different
than Jersey.
state than New York City.
Yeah.
That probably
could
was
be.
it.
I don't really remember, to be quite honest. But I just remember, like, I remember us driving there. And I think the drive up there, because we were all Beyonce fans, it was Beyonce.
But
we listened
wait,
to.
the juiciest part. You forgetting the juiciest part.
Oh, remind me.
Okay, so it was pouring.
Oh my God.
It was
yes.
pouring.
My God,
Cats
yes.
and dogs, elephants and giraffes. Like it was pouring. And we like all day, like as we're getting ready, because we drove this time. Did we sleep in a hotel? I don't think so.
No, we drove back the same day.
We drove up and drove
We
back
drove
the
back-
same day. Crazy. Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think PA was closer. It was on like 2 hours.
It was like 2 or
drive
3 hours.
instead of
yeah.
like 3. Anyways, the whole day we're getting ready. We're like, don't rain. Please don't rain. Please don't rain. It's not gonna rain. It's not gonna rain. It's not gonna rain. It freaking
I feel like it
rained.
started raining on the Jersey Turnpike.
It started raining.
On the Jersey Turnpike.
We was like, it's not gonna rain. Beyonce got to perform. It's not gonna rain. It's not gonna rain because this is a stadium. Was it a stadium? It was a stadium. It was a stadium, and this stadium didn't have a roof.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, it cannot rain. It cannot rain. Please don't rain. It freaking rains. But it don't only rain, it rains like
Yeah.
badly. Hurricane raining. Like
And I think it
people
was
was
Renee
pulled
that was driving.
over on the side of the road because you could not see anything driving.
And I think Renee was driving
Renee was
because I
driving.
truly remember I'm not the best rain person. I fell asleep. Tyke fell asleep first, and I remember taking a picture of him. Tyke, I still got the picture. And then I fell asleep, and Tyke took a picture of me. Tyke took a picture of me, but like,
Renee
super
was
thankful for
driving.
you, Renee. Thank you, because yeah, I wasn't gonna be driving, especially because I think I was still like a new word driver. I think I drove for a little bit while we were up there, but just definitely not.
Me and
the
Renee probably
main
took
driver.
turns. But yeah, that was
But-
crazy. We like, are you serious? Like, dang, the tickets definitely said rain or shine. So we was like, we gotta go. We're gonna be out there soaked.
I remember you with your umbrella. You had on your Bulls. I said
Mhm.
Bulls jersey, and you had an umbrella. And at one point, I think we were all trying to fit under this
My
one
umbrella was nice and big. It was from my college.
We was all trying to fit under the
But we
umbrella.
had at one point got ponchos. I think we had
Yes.
stopped at like a gas station or something.
You
Where did we get
think?
the ponchos?
I could have swore we got the ponchos from there because it was so expensive.
We bought the ponchos at the concert.
Yes.
I know we had them at some point. But yeah, so we was just like, we gotta go. And we parked and we walked into the concert and we have the umbrellas and they like, you can't bring the umbrella inside. So like,
So we had to
we had to walk back because I wasn't throwing.
umbrellas
Everybody
back.
throwing away their umbrella. I'm not throwing away
Yeah.
this $30 umbrella. I'm going back to the car and put my umbrella back in the car.
Which you know is kind of crazy because did we actually get in yet? Because I know like these days, once you get in, you can't get out.
We didn't get in
Right,
yet.
so
They
we
make
didn't-
you
okay.
throw away your umbrella before you go through security.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to remember. I'm like, did we get in?
No, we didn't get in yet.
But I do remember once we got in, the seats were like, first of all, we couldn't get to our seat yet because it was raining so bad still. And we got to our seats, the seats were like just soaking
Soaked.
wet. We had
Puddle of water
nothing
on the
to,
plate.
yeah, we had nothing
on
to
the
dry
seat.
it. And it was like, the concert was like delayed. And, you know, this is the time where Beyonce regular time was 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
anyways.
7. It starts at 7. Beyonce not coming out till 10. Whatever.
Yeah.
Normal.
But yeah, so the concert didn't start till late. Mind you, we are driving back home that night.
We gotta go back home. What is wrong with us?
And then we parked far.
Was it far though?
Girl, my feet was barking. Okay, you know what? I'm starting to see a pattern here with my feet and
We're gonna have to
Beyonce.
get you wearing Crocs to the next concert.
Beyonce, you owe me a pedicure or three. But yeah, so like, I don't know. I think that experience was like pretty cool too, just because now here we are with a different group, another state. We could check that state off
But
as a place
wait,
that
you
we
gotta
went
tell them the
through.
best part, which is, guys, there's always gonna be a bunch of best parts.
And she's always gonna have to remind me.
By the time Beyonce actually hit the stage, no rain.
Yes. Oh my God. It was
No rain.
completely clear.
It was
Which I
like,
guess is the best part because we needed
that
her
was
to
the
be
best
in here
part. That was the
without
best
rain.
part. I was like, thank you. The rain did what it had to do. It came, it went, it saw, bye.
For
Go
that
on with yourself.
concert, did she have an opener? I feel like it was like,
I feel like Chloe and Halle was there. Did I make
I
that
feel like
up?
DJ Khaled. Like, am I?
This
That's what
was
I'm
back
thinking.
in the
Am I
days when
making that?
Beyonce had people opening for her, for sure. But I really feel like Chloe and Halle opened. Either they opened, if they didn't open for Formation, they opened for On the Run.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm having flashbacks of all these different artists performing on stage, and I could be just
You don't
tripping.
have to check
Yeah, when we
our-
go into
we
our
gonna
deep
Google-
dive of the
Google
concerts,
it.
then we gon' figure that
I
out.
do remember Chloe and Halle performing as an opener at one of these concerts. I just don't remember which one.
Okay.
But yes, she had openers before. It was so
Yeah.
cute.
So cute. How cute.
So cute. Can I just say though, I don't really remember being at Formation. Like I don't remember. I feel like I was just like in awe again.
I remember Taiki being in awe. That was
I remember
his
Taiki being in awe.
first,
That was his first.
his first Beyonce experience. And I feel like I have a picture where he's like,
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I love you. But when you saw Beyonce, like he was speechless. Speechless.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like again, it's such a great experience because now we're experiencing with other people who haven't seen it. Was that Renee's first?
I don't know
Beyonce
if that was
concert?
Renee's first concert.
All right, Renee, we gotta ask you that. Was that your first concert? Did you lose your virginity with us? Was that a thing? Good question. Good question.
That was fun though. I remember. So this is back in the time when, okay, so On the Run was when you just wore whatever you wanted to wear to concerts. Formation was getting into, it's kind of a fashion show. Like you can wear whatever you want, but you're trying to like kind of, wear something.
I ain't wear nothing. Let me
That's
just
not
let you
true.
know.
Which we
I
had
had
on.
on a shirt and a blazer.
But we did
I had on
think,
a blazer
but you
and Florida.
did think about your outfit a little bit.
I did, but
more
I'm not
than
on
you
your
thought about On the Run.
That's absolutely true.
Right, because it wasn't
Because
the
on the
era
run, I
of,
just wore a dress.
yeah, I
Like,
just wore
wore a
it.
dress.
We just wore it.
Yeah.
Like we wore anything, like he was going to the park or something. But then I think Formation was when it started to become like, okay, like this is kind of an event. You wear like, before it was like we're going to the park, now it's like we're going to an event.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely we kind of put a little bit of thought into what we wore this time.
Right. Well, that's the end of episode 2, part 1. We're actually going to do a 2-part series. So stay tuned for part 2 of episode 2 to get to know more about our live concerts that we attended together.
And as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And that was It Takes a Beehive.
Bye.